Fabulous Fiction and Crafts. My son Kalvin and I'm Mary B. Rose. We do a segment on our channel called Fabulous Fiction Reviews, and today we are reviewing Simon versus the Homosapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I want to say Albertalli.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't butcher that. That's what we're doing today, so let's get started.
I was recommended this book by a very close friend of mine. When my friend described it, it didn't sound super great. It sounded like something I'd like to read, but then you suggested this for us, and I was like, yeah, you know what, hey, I already have a book in mind. So I told you about it, you looked it up, and then at first you were very unclear what it was, and then you told me that you saw, like, the commercials for Love, Simon.
The movie coming out, so I was like actually a little more excited to watch the book because I thought we could do a movie to book comparison and that would be fun.
Definitely.
This book is about a boy named Simon, and it opens up with a very interesting dilemma. He has a secret pen pal. They both know they're gay, but they don't know who the other person is, and in that anonymity they can share each other's wildest secrets and dreams to a certain extent, so long as they don't reveal each other's identity. Well, one of Simon's classmates, Martin, finds the emails because Simon happens to be using the computer at the lab at school, and he leaves his browser open and Martin finds these. And Martin is this really socially awkward person who comes up with this brilliant idea to blackmail Simon, that if Simon doesn't hook him up with one of his really hot friends, Abby, that he's going to tell everybody that Simon is gay. And thus begins the story. There's two things going on. There's Simon dealing with this blackmail scenario, and then there's also the bigger part of the story, which is him trying to figure out who Blue is and that whole aspect of whether they're going to reveal each other or not.
Disliked. There's very little. I mean,
there was really only one thing.
Yeah. And that's just the beginning. The beginning.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was slow. It took me about 3 chapters to really, like, get into the book and, like, understand the characters. Because when it just opens up with the blackmail scene, I was confused. I was like, why should I care about Simon? Simon might be a douchebag.
Yes, I felt the same way. We were pretty much on the same page. I feel like when you start reading a book, it's like opening up a new relationship. You have to get to know the characters. You have to decide whether you're going to like them or not. I wasn't sure if I was going to like Simon. So when he's being blackmailed, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I care. It took me actually considerably longer, about 25% in, to really be vested in caring about the blackmail, caring about who Blue was and finding that out. I know for you it wasn't quite as long, but it took me a little longer. So I think that was the only thing we didn't like. So shall I go first? Because this is going to go, like, long. We really liked this book. I got really vested. I really was wanting to find out how this was going to play out. And if you are the type of reader who really enjoys character-driven stories, this is definitely a character-driven story. Definitely, Albertalli is really good at developing characters.
It was good. The writing style, even in the beginning I thought that the writing style was good, even though it was slow. But the writing style, the character development, the plot, the story, where it's based around Simon's family, all of it is wonderful.
I liked that her characters were not one-dimensional. They were definitely
they had depth.
Multifaceted, had depth. I laughed a lot in this book at how Simon's family, they try so hard to the point that it deters Simon from even wanting to try to be a part of his family. And I just felt the book had an overall very sweet and satisfying ending. It was definitely a very sweet ending.
Beautiful.
It was. It was very beautiful.
It was fulfilling and satisfying. It just met all of the expectations I had for it.
I agree. And I'm really excited to see the movie.
Yes.
But I'm also very nervous to see the movie. Skeptical. Because we loved the book so much that both of us are feeling like
it's going to be hard for the movie to match up in all reality.
I agree. I'm not sure that I'm going to like the movie, but I have to go in thinking
open-minded.
Open-minded because cinematic storytelling is different. but I hope that it's good in its own way.
Yeah, me too.
Overall, I'm going to give this book 4.5 roses just because that opening was so rocky for me.
So slow.
I felt like it was. I felt there was like a lot of unnecessary details where she was trying to develop the characters, and it just felt like unnecessary fluff. And I was like, oh no, it's going to be one of those books. And it didn't turn out to be that way. So I have to knock off half a rose for that. But definitely because it does kick off and it goes. And everything was really great after that first 20-25%.
Yeah.
So 4.5 roses for me. How about you?
4.5 roses for me too. I had that same problem. It didn't last me nearly as long, but it was still enough to make me not give the book full 5% because it means that rereading the beginning would be a little difficult for me.
Yes. And I have to say I would definitely read more by this author when I found out that she was releasing Leah's story, because Leah is Simon's best friend.
Yeah.
And she's also bisexual. And that book is coming out April 24th.
We have a lot of theories on it already.
Yes, exactly.
And we're so excited.
I wanted to read more about these characters when I finished the book.
Me
so
too.
I was very excited that Leah's story was coming out.
Yeah, me too.
So I pre-ordered that, and we're definitely going to review that for you guys. And also stay tuned, because we are going to do the book and movie comparison. So we're going to film another episode after we watch the movie and tell you what we think. Of course, it is always promised to be spoiler review.
Always.
And if you guys are interested, we also have on our channel Rainbow Tea Talks that Kalvin and I do, where we discuss LGBT issues. I do Totally Gay Crafts, which that's pretty self-explanatory. And yep, we have more book reviews coming down the line. So we'll see you guys later.
Finger gun was really cute. We should do finger guns. Yeah!